So LG has a new smartphone, the LG G7 ThinQ, or the G7 Think or something like that. This is the Raspberry Rose version, which actually looks pretty unique. It has a softer, more elegant tone to it. Definitely not the in-your-face red brilliance of the OnePlus 6, but still subtly impressive. My mom's been using the LG G6 for the last year, and I could totally see her rocking a color like this. We aren't here to oogle though. Let's get started. Right off the bat I get a warning from the phone telling me not to remove the battery, like that's even an option. The phone is sealed shut and IP68, so it's not like a battery removal is going to happen on accident. I guess the phone just knows who's holding it. But don't worry, little guy, we won't dissect you yet. That's the next video. LG is using Gorilla Glass 5 on their G7Q. Corning Gorilla Glass is on every major smartphone these days, which is fine with me. It's consistent, and as shatter resistant as glass can be. Still scratches at a level 6, which we've come to expect, with the deeper grooves at a level 7. LG has given us a notch this year, which personally I have no strong feelings one way or the other. It is what it is. The sensors and front 8 megapixel camera are all covered by that same Gorilla Glass 5. Our earpiece is made from metal and very securely attached to the phone. It sits totally flush with the glass surface. No buttons down at the bottom of the phone, but we do have an extra button on the side. The sides are made from metal, as well as the upper volume button and the lower volume button, both metal. Our newest friend down here is a dedicated Google Assistant button. Kinda cool. I personally would still prefer a mute slider or the ability to change the function of the button if I wanted. I'd probably use a dedicated camera button more often than I would a voice assistant. It's still better than a permanent Bixby though, so I'm not complaining too much. At the bottom of the phone we have our headphone jack, which is awesome for functionality, thumbs up for that, and a USB-C port. Over on the far side of the G7 it's pretty empty except for a lone power button, which is indeed an actual clicky button and not just decoration like HTC's been using. And finally up here at the top of the phone we have a little microphone hole and our dual SIM card tray, which includes an SD card slot as well. Nice work. Moving around to the back side of the phone, the G7 ThinQ branding is permanent and under the glass, so it won't be coming off. To be honest, this is really an amazing looking phone. Mom, if you want an unscratched G7 upgrade, I'm sure we can work out some kind of homemade chocolate chip cookie exchange program. She watches all my videos. The laser autofocus and flash are protected under that glass, no issues there. The 16 megapixel main camera lens is also protected with glass, as well as the wide angle camera lens right below it. It's nice having two cameras that accomplish different things. There is a little metal lip around the camera lens, and it all sits relatively flush with the back panel. The fingerprint scanner is slightly recessed and can be damaged. I kinda like to see how much abuse phones can handle, so we get an idea of what they can realistically survive in real life. And luckily, even with this damage, the LG G7 fingerprint scanner still functions perfectly. No complaints. The back panel is still made from glass harder than my razor blade, which makes art class with Jerry impossible, but the burn test is still an option. LG used a 1440p 6.1-inch IPS LCD, this time lasting about 7 seconds under the flame, which isn't as long as most, but still longer than some. If you look closely, you can see me grasping at reasons for this test, but the screen still recovers, minus the evaporated oleophobic coating of course. Structure and build quality are important if you want your phone to last a while. With how expensive each phone is these days, you don't want to buy a fragile one. The bin test shows us how well the phone is constructed, and with this LG G7, there's hardly any flex, from the front or the back of the phone. Plus the back panel is still secured, with that water resistance intact, nothing is separating. It has an impressive build. With that headphone jack, Google Assistant, and unflexing structure, I can't really think of anything to complain about. See what I did there? Yeah, I'm pretty hilarious. Come hang out with me on Twitter and Instagram, and thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you around.